Shalom. Ko Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quadash. Peace and blessings to the elders, apostles, of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim pressing towards that mark and that crown of righteousness. This is your brother Kassad out of Great Millstone, Austin, out of the branch of Houston, coming to you with a quick lesson going into the word judge, because the Lord has set us up to be the true judges on earth. All right, to issue out and to proclaim these scriptures, man. And what's written inside these scriptures is the laws, statutes, and the commandments. All right, so we're here to proclaim the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm gonna go into this word judge right quick. I'm gonna get the noun version. It says judge, a public officer appointed to administer the law. All right, one who declares the law. You know, um, yeah, and to continue on to form, and this is the verb. Judge's verb is to form an opinion about inflict penalty upon punishment. We're trying somebody. All right, the meaning we're testifying and witnessing against somebody. All right, and we're given a righteous judgment pertaining to the law about what this person's punishment is going to be, right? Let me get some scriptures. This is 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of Yahweh may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. All right. So when these scriptures are being, being handled the way they're supposed to be handled, right? There is going to be some reproof and some correction going forth, instruction and righteousness. And that's what, you should want in your life. You should want that rebuke. Scriptures go into how it's better to go to the house of rebuke, instead of the house of folly, or the song, or be around the song of fools. So it's better to be chastened. The Lord chastens those who He loves, and He builds them up in the spirit. That's how you strive towards perfection. That's what these scriptures are here for. It's chiseling all the things that we don't need and making us into a better, in the person, a better person into that coming day. Right. This is Genesis 49. I go to 10. It says Judah, and 10. It says the scepter. Let's go into the scepter right quick.
Strong's H 7626. Shevet.
All right.
And second entry, Shevet.
Right. And its meaning goes into a stick for punishing, writing, fighting, ruling, walking, correction. All right. And that's what these scriptures are going into, correction. This is Genesis 49:10, because we're coming in the same walk as Yahweh Shai, in the pattern and mode of Yahweh Shai, being His witnesses, being witnesses unto Him, with His testimony. So the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. Shiloh is Yahweh Shai. All right. Shiloh goes into peace. Yahweh Shai is the bringer of peace. All right. This gospel is the gospel of peace, to the chosen elect, to the men who have ears and eyes to see. Man, this gives us comfort, and stability in this world that we living in, until Shiloh comes, and unto Him shall the gathering of the people be. All right. So with these words that the Lord has left for us, John 1:1, it goes into how he is the word, of Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the word of Yahweh, and it also goes into how he walked among us as being the word. The word was made flesh. All right. So the Lord Yahweh Shai has been a prime example on how us servants or saints of the Lord are how to operate in righteousness. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 6, and we'll go to 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge smallest matters? Continuing on, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? All right. So the Lord has given us that ability, that spiritual, essence to be able to, judge matters spiritually and discern things. All right. So we're understanding what is lining up with the gospel and what's lining up against the gospel and stuff. And we're supposed to bring it out with the rebuke when it's coming against the gospel. The scripture says, "If anyone come, even an angel, preaching a different gospel, let that man be accursed." All right. A curse means put to death. All right. Because only the gospel or the testimony of Yahweh Shai is what we're going to be preaching and what we're going to be ruling with. That's the scepter once again. All right. That rod of correction, which goes into these scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments that we were given. In Psalms 147, around the 19th verse, goes into how only Israel was given these laws, statutes, and commandments, and no other nation was dealt with like that. All right. All right. This is John 7:24. It says, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." All right. So we're not looking at the outward appearances of people. All right. And only spiritually you're going to be able to discern what's on the inward parts. The scriptures goes into how out of the essence of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. All right. So you'll be able to, the Lord has given you a level of discernment to be able to hear people and how they speak and kind of discern where they're coming from. All right. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that dwells upon you and in you, man. Right. So this is, hold on. This is 2 Corinthians. Let's see. Yep, 14. 1 Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolish unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So being carnal and being fleshly, you're not going to be able to discern these things, in righteousness. All right, and that's the law. That's what's written in these scriptures. That's why the Christian church says that, well, you can't judge me. Don't judge me. No, man, the Lord has given us the power to judge small matters, to judge all these things. All right, through these scriptures. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 2:15. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet himself is judged by no man. So when you operating in the strength of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and righteousness, which is what's written inside these scriptures, man, you will not be judged. All right. And it doesn't matter what man says about you, man, if you're doing what the Father has sent you to do. All right. This is Romans 8:5, last but not least. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of Yahweh dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, he is none of his. All right. So The Lord is not the father of the dead. He's the father of the living. All right. So this is 10. And if Yahushua be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. All right. So those who are operating in righteousness, those true judges who have the ability, in that spirit to be able to discern these manners that are happening on earth, all right, are the true judges, all right, that are going to be judging in righteousness. And these are the men of the Lord, the servants that the Lord has set up to be the prophets, the teachers, all right, out here right now in the world we live in. And with that, shalom.